hope you guys don't think that just because I have a comic book channel and we do talk about a decent amount of comic books here that I am a comic book expert, because that is far from the truth. In all actuality, I actually have a question for you guys, but they're going to have to wait till the end. My name is Dorian. This is SCM Comics. We are continuing our coverage of Incredible Hulk with number 6. So our story starts off in Texas. Man, we are moving along. I think it started in like West Virginia or Kentucky, went down to Florida. Now, good old Texas. And there's this little Spanish community. We're going to say Spanish because we're not just going to assume that they're Mexican. They could be any nationality that speaks Spanish. But yes, right now they're talking in Spanish. One dude's working on his car while a little boy is acting like he's riding on this motorcycle. And all of a sudden there's this howl that's coming from like a wild animal or a monster, especially in this case. And it appears. Everybody starts running except for one guy who tries to shoot this thing, but doesn't work, and he gets his neck chomped off. So the little boy that was riding on the bike, his mom grabs him and tells him to hide underneath the trailer. So the mother tells the little boy to close her eyes and start to pray with her. She starts singing the Lord's Prayer. He never closes his eyes. And all of a sudden he sees the motorcycle that he was riding on, the wheels catch on fire. So you know who this is. And now it's 1 month later and we see Banner and Charlie walking down the street. So then Banner's telling her to put her hood down. She goes, no, somebody might recognize me. He's like, we're pretty far away from Kentucky, so I highly doubt somebody's going to recognize you. And she stops and goes, did I kill my dad? So he goes, really tough to say. I know he hit that tree with the car. He gave him a beat down. Who knows whether he died from the beat down or from the car accident. Either way it goes, he died and he deserved it. Don't blame yourself for his death. Trust me, he did awful things to your brother, so don't feel bad. So the truck pulls up beside him and they start speaking Spanish to Banner and Charlie. Charlie's like, oh no, we don't know any Spanish. And Banner starts speaking it fluently. So the Spanish guy tells Banner that he'll give him a ride to the next town because it's not safe for them to be out at night. So then we go 30 miles west, and that's probably in the direction that they're going in. And we see this old couple. The husband walks up to the wife, pretty much tells her that him and the guys are going to be out and they're probably going to be bowling, so it's going to be a late night, so not to wait up and so on and so forth. And then he kisses her on the forehead. Seems like everything is good. Then all of a sudden looks like he is stabbing her in the chest, but it was just a vision. And then he walks away. So he's driving. He sees this couple walking across the street. All of a sudden we see the monster that we saw in the beginning in like his rearview mirror. Then all of a sudden we see the couple get hit. Again, it was just another like vision, and he goes, my mind is quiet and still. So then he's telling himself, we are not the things that we've done. And then we see a vision of the monster who killed the guy that was shooting at the monster in the beginning. So we're left to assume that this guy turns into that monster. So then we go to Bruce and Charlie. They roll with the guy and they go to the little Spanish community that we saw at the beginning. So Bruce makes a deal with the guy, pretty much have Charlie be able to sleep in the community tonight. He's going to go off a little ways because he needs to keep his space, and the guy doesn't fight him over it, and he goes, okay. So the little kids want to play football with Charlie. I know, I should say soccer, but it is football because you use your foot to kick the ball. Everywhere else in the world is football. Only here is soccer. Well, America. So she's pretty much like, I don't play, but I'll watch you guys. And then she sees a little boy sitting by the bike, and she's like, oh, wait, hold on, time out. That is a cool bike. Like, that's got to be from like World War II. So if you don't know, Charlie's a gearhead. And for the only reason why you wouldn't know is because you haven't been keeping up with the series. But don't worry, your boy got you. The link to the playlist will be in the description. So this old Spanish lady is bringing Bruce Banner some food, but all of a sudden she starts talking like the Hulk. And Hulk's like, you never learn Banner, do you? Like, you don't get it. You need to be by yourself. If you're not by yourself, then whatever happens, happens. For those of you who don't know, in Donny Cake's Hulk, Bruce Banner pretty much did the Hulk dirty. So now in this one, the Hulk's like, I got something for you. And he has no qualms in taking over Banner and murdering whoever the hell's around so that Banner gets blamed for it. So then Charlie's still talking to the little kid about the bike, and all of a sudden the bike catches on fire. As soon as the little kid says, yeah, it's my Uncle Sal's bike and he protects us from monsters. Well, there must be a monster around because that bike is flaming. So then we see Bruce Banner and he's running away because he's about to transform into the Hulk. And if you thought him transforming from being a Hulk to being Bruce Banner was like horrible and ugly, you haven't seen nothing yet. This transformation from Banner to the Hulk, oh, it is horrific and it is fantastic. I mean, oh God, look at that thing. Like his skin just splits and then like he's like coming out like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. I love these transformations. They're so disgusting and so monstrous. It's great. So then a Hulk standing there. I mean, I guess his transformation makes him bleed too. Like it's crazy. And he's like, you never learn, Banner. As you can see, Banner in the reflection in the blood. And he goes, you should have stayed away. And then all of a sudden, all you hear is his motorcycle in the distance. And it looks like Ghost Rider. It really does. But Ghost Rider all of a sudden has a gun and he's shooting at the Hulk. And then he takes his wheels and runs right over the Hulk's face. And like he's got like this World War II like helmet on. Like this ain't no Ghost Rider I've ever seen. And I guess the Hulk feels the same way because the first thing he says is, you're no Ghost Rider I ever seen. Me too, Hulk. Me too. So he goes, whoever this is, I look out for the kid. Say your prayers, ugly. You sleep in hell tonight. So now, normally I would just look it up and see who this is, but I'm not going to do that. I want you guys to tell me, who is this Ghost Rider? Like, who is the Spirit of Vengeance? Because I have no idea. The Hulk has no idea. I don't know if you guys have an idea. Let me know in the comments who this Ghost Rider is.